How to build unshakable self-discipline through Stoicism. Welcome, friends, to a transformative journey. We are all, at some point, overwhelmed by the chaos of life. The world pulls us in different directions, constantly distracting us from our true purpose. But what if I told you that there's a way to build unshakable self-discipline, a way to gain control of your emotions, your actions, and your responses, no matter the storm that surrounds you? This isn't a temporary fix or a quick self-help hack. What we're talking about is a deep, lasting change, the kind of transformation that comes from embracing ancient wisdom, the wisdom of the Stoics. Today, we will explore step by step how Stoicism can teach us to build unwavering self-discipline, how we can rise above destructive emotions, and how we can shape our lives into one of strength, focus, and purpose. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Let's take this journey together and learn how to master ourselves as the Stoics did. Understand what you can control. The first and most important lesson the Stoics teach us is this: you cannot control everything, but you can control your response. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Think about it for a moment. How many times have you felt overwhelmed or angry because something outside of your control happened? Maybe someone cut you off in traffic, or you missed an important opportunity. It's easy to fall into the trap of blaming the world for our misfortune. But the Stoics didn't fall into this trap. They realized that external events are beyond our control. What we can control, however, is how we respond. We control our actions, our thoughts, and our emotions. When you focus on this, you begin to build the foundation for unshakable self-discipline. Moral of the story: real strength comes from within. Focus on what you can control, your response, and let go of the things you cannot. Develop rational thinking. In the Stoic worldview, reason is the cornerstone of self-discipline. The human ability to reason separates us from animals and gives us the power to choose our actions. This is why the Stoics were obsessed with cultivating rational thought. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When we face challenges, our emotions often cloud our judgment. Fear, anger, sadness, they cloud our minds and lead us to make rash decisions. But the Stoics understood that we must approach each situation with reason. When you respond rationally instead of emotionally, you stop being at the mercy of your feelings. You regain control over yourself. Moral of the story: don't let your emotions rule you. Cultivate rational thinking, and you will build self-discipline. Accept what cannot be changed now. Here comes a powerful lesson: acceptance. The Stoics believed in embracing life's challenges, not as something to resist, but as opportunities to grow. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." When we encounter hardship, our minds tend to catastrophize. We imagine the worst possible outcome, and it paralyzes us. But in reality, most challenges are not as overwhelming as they first appear. It's our resistance to these challenges that makes them worse. The key to building self-discipline is to accept what cannot be changed. Whether it's a setback at work, personal loss, or an unexpected challenge, the Stoic response is not to fight the circumstances, but to face them with acceptance and composure. Once you let go of the need to control the uncontrollable, you free yourself from the emotional turmoil that holds you back. Moral of the story: embrace life's challenges with acceptance. The more you let go of resistance, the more inner peace and self-discipline you will find. Control your emotions. This is where the magic happens. Emotional resilience. Emotions like anger, jealousy, and fear are not inherently bad, but when they take control, they make us act impulsively. The Stoics taught that we should not suppress our emotions, but instead observe and understand them. Epictetus said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them." It's not the situation that disturbs you. It's your judgment about the situation. Imagine a situation where you're cut off in traffic. The immediate emotional reaction might be anger, but the Stoic response would be to pause, observe that anger, and recognize that it doesn't serve you. When you control your emotions, they no longer control you. You create a space between the stimulus and your reaction, and that is where self-discipline is born. Moral of the story: practice observing your emotions without reacting. By doing so, you will become emotionally resilient and able to maintain control over your responses. Live according to virtue. The Stoics believe that virtue is the highest good, and true self-discipline is only achieved when we align our actions with virtue. There are 4 cardinal virtues that Stoics value: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Wisdom allows us to make sound decisions. Courage enables us to endure hardship without flinching. Justice compels us to act fairly and with respect to others. Temperance helps us control our desires and impulses. When you live by these virtues, you build discipline not as a duty, but as a natural way of being. Every action you take, every decision you make, aligns with these virtues, and in doing so, you strengthen your inner character. Moral of the story: strive for virtue in all that you do. When your actions are aligned with wisdom, courage, justice, justice, and temperance, self-discipline will naturally follow. Embrace adversity as a teacher. Adversity is not our enemy, it is our teacher. Every challenge, every setback, every moment of suffering is an opportunity to grow stronger. The Stoics knew this and embraced adversity with open arms. They didn't see hardship as something to avoid, but as an essential part of life's journey. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. When we face adversity, we have two choices. We can give in to frustration, or we can choose to learn and grow from it. It's through adversity that we build the muscles of self-discipline, learning to endure, adapt, and rise stronger than before. Moral of the story: see adversity not as a burden, but as a path to strength. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to develop your self-discipline. Daily reflection and improvement. The Stoics believed in daily reflection. Every evening, they would look back on their day, what they did well, where they could have acted better, and how they could improve tomorrow. This constant self-assessment is key to building lasting self-discipline. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. Every day is a new chance to grow. When you reflect daily, you become aware of your weaknesses and strengths. This self-awareness helps you refine your discipline, focus on your goals, and keep improving. Moral of the story: make reflection a daily habit. Every day is an opportunity to become better and more disciplined. Embrace it. The power of Stoic self-discipline. By now you've learned that building unshakable self-discipline is a step-by-step process. It requires understanding what you can control, developing rational thinking, accepting what cannot be changed, controlling your emotions, living virtuously, embracing adversity, and reflecting daily. But here's the real message. Self-discipline is not just about doing what's hard. It's about doing what's right. It's about aligning your actions with your higher self and choosing the Stoic path of virtue, resilience, and wisdom. If you're ready to build a life of unshakable self-discipline, follow the path of Stoicism. Embrace each step and remember that it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful lessons on how to master yourself and live a life of strength and purpose. Let's continue this journey together.